everybody. This is Richard Curtin for Just Keep Breathing, and this is another Rose Room Toilet interview with the newly crowned Miss Gay USofA 2013, Shae Shae LaReese. How are you, gal?
I'm great to be here. I'm exhausted, but I'm happy to be here where I started at, 1995.
So you started in 1995 right here in Dallas?
Well, it was actually in Ohio. It was at the 1470 West. The following year was here at the Village Stations, where it actually was. So
what was your first contest?
Ever?
Was it Miss Gay USofA? Is that what you're talking about, 1995 here at Village?
For the USofA system, yes. But I started doing female impersonation. My first contest was 1989. It was a closet ball contest in Tampa, Florida. You got to be a boy in 2 categories. And an hour later, you had to do the evening gown and talent competition. So,
how exciting! And the first time that you competed at Miss Gay USofA, what was the biggest difference between that contest and last night's contest?
That throughout the years, the first time I ran, I was in Maya Douglas's group. Back in the day, the winner of each group would automatically be voted in. That particular year, there was 4 contestants out of the top 12 that were voted in, and I was voted in because of my talent competition. What I've learned throughout the years is that you have to be yourself, and interviews were always my big issue. And I learned that throughout the years, you don't want to sound rehearsed, just actually speak from the heart. So it took all these 17 years to finally get it together. It was my 6th time competing, and it has been unbelievably priceless. I've had a great time, so.
And you have also been Miss Gay USofA Classic.
Correct.
And so what do you think is going to be your greatest challenge as Miss Gay USofA?
Well, when I was Miss Classic, we only had 8 prelims. And now that I'm a former Miss Classic, which means you're over 40, competing against the younger ones, basically what I'm going to try to do is, of course, sell more prelims, but rejuvenate the system and actually learn how, I keep learning every year as I go learn how to do drag, to keep myself growing and look younger. You know, when we older we get, you want to stay young and fresh and relevant.
Stay young and beautiful. So how are you going to do that? Because you can really, really dance, girl. You danced the house down last night.
Thank you. I've learned to pace myself and take 5-hour energy drinks. Those really help a lot.
Do they? They just make me nervous.
No.
I think that even if I have one more like extra Red Bull, I'm crazy.
No, it actually gives me more energy, believe it or not, and I sweat more. So, but it just helps me keep going and going. But basically, pacing yourself is what you have to learn how to do.
You know, there's been a lot of talk about how much money pageants cost. Do you think that you spent the most amount of money?
Well, the last time I entered 5 years ago, I spent $40,000. I know for a fact my accountants told me that I've spent more than that this time, but it's always been my dream, and I've had the resources and great friends have helped me. May God bless her in heaven. And so, yeah, I probably spent a little over $40,000, but the memories are great, and, you know, I can always resell the dresses later on. But, yeah.
I spent a lot of money this year on Miss Gay USofA Classic, and I don't have the crowning moment that you had. What did it feel like being crowned Miss Gay USofA at the 6th time after being Miss Gay USofA Classic? What do you remember today most?
It's a big difference. The first time you actually get crowned as a national title holder, when I was crowned in 2008, I do remember very few people in the audience, and everything seems really slow motion. Last night, I've been working for 11 months, so I've been rehearsing and practicing. I've won 6 other contests prior to coming here, so it was a lot of practice. But I cried when I came to the club after the pageant because I was so excited that it really didn't hit till I was away from the venue, and I started realizing that I have a long road ahead of me with 30 prelims and more. So it's different. The first time you win, it's always the one you never forget. It's like, it's really the memorable one. But I was glad that I finally won where I started at, so.
Good luck.
Thank you.
I know that you did amazing last night. I saw all the videos. Your talent was incredible. Was it all your idea?
At first, no, it was actually I was doing this big Tron number with a motorcycle that lights up and these bodysuits. They were like, it was going to cost like $15,000, and it just I had electrical problems with it before, and I didn't want to take a risk. I wanted it to be clean, and everything I planned on doing, it wasn't going the way I wanted it to go. And a friend of mine said, "Why don't you just do a montage of all your greatest hits?" So previously, I've done a number with pictures, and this time it's more of a message about dreams and destiny. And it was my greatest hits ever with remix of songs with Gundam style and new different versions of the songs itself. So, and big art Andy Warhol paintings of myself. They weren't Andy Warhol paintings, but they were big, beautiful neon pictures. So
They were pop art, though. They were fabulous.
Sweet Savage had a big help with the props as well too.
Sweet Savage was a big help this week in being a bullet all weekend. Savage. Yes, her 20-year reunion. What do you think you're going to be like in 20 years when you celebrate your 20-year reunion?
Oh God, I want to be. I still want to be inspiring people, the beginners, a lot of newcomers. I hope I can still be able to dance 20 years from now. You know, we always think that we're 24 and we really are 45. So hope that I can still be able to entertain the audience and capture people's attention and smiles.
You can catch Shae Shae LaReese on Facebook. You can find her at Shae Shae LaReese. Are you on Twitter as well?
No.
No, but you will be. You can check her out on Facebook, and you can also follow her as she reigns as Miss Gay USofA 2013. My name is Richard Curtin, Edna Jean Robinson. This is Just Keep Breathing with another Rose Room Toilet interview with Shae Shae LaReese. Say good night.
Good night.
Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you.